morning and welcome to today's news. Today we'll be talking about the Vietnam War. This war lasted for 20 years starting in 1955. Since then, it has left a remarkable impact on the United States. Today's topics are the draft, music, and media. Let's get started. During the war, most people got drafted. Men were to sign up for the Selective Service and fight in the war if their draft numbers got selected. One way to escape the draft was the draft evasion.
These are some pictures of the draft lottery and the protest against the draft.
Draft evasion is any successful attempt to elude a government-imposed obligation to serve in military forces of one nation. 8 ways that you could avoid the war and the draft were 1. Going to jail, 2. Injuring yourself, 3. Joining reserves, 4. Fleeing to Canada, 5. Go to college, 6. Conscientious objector, 7. Health conditions, and 8. Homosexual.
Some examples of songs that were created against the war are Born in the USA, Ohio, War Pigs, and Revolution.
This song's actually against the war and was showing how awful it was to be from the U.S. at the
These were all
time.
made by various artists that all have the same meanings and things in common. They all drew attention to the war and to bring the soldiers home.
The Vietnam War became a subject of large-scale news coverage in the United States. Media was in very close contact with the war. For example, many reporters were on the battlefield, like Joseph L. Galloway, and sadly, around 60 journalists were killed because of the proximity to the war. This caused a credibility gap to exist between the U.S. government and the U.S. citizens.
The credibility gap was when the citizens of the United States didn't trust the government because they were keeping things from them. And since the Vietnam War was the first war to be captured on the battlefield and shown to the public, the people began to be disgusted. Thus began the anti-war movement.
These were some pictures that were taken during the war.
So to recap, I hope you all enjoyed learning about the media, the music, and the draft during the Vietnam War. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a nice day.